rocking and rolling here. Up and there we go. Everything
is
running.
live. We is live. Right.
He is
fair
live.
enough. We is live.
Live. Live.
Okay, how are you then, Deej? You okay, buddy?
I'm all right. You know. Yeah.
Soldiering on?
Yeah. Not under the desk.
Yet. Sorry. That's all.
That has happened. So here we go. It's like, hashtag bright side.
The thing I remember most about that particular episode is just your hand coming up over the thing to try to change the thing.
Trying to run the board, kind of. Yeah.
There's just his hand every now and then. It's like
the show must go on.
Oh no, man. Oh well, fair enough.
Well,
did the storm hit over the weekend? By the way,
no, we didn't get anything up here. Nothing.
Okay.
So we dodged that. Yeah, we didn't get anything up here. It's been and right now it's 30. I think we hit 34 today. Yesterday was nice, like 28, 29. And after the temperatures we've had, I was saying earlier today, I'm like, this is great. I'm outside in a sweatshirt and I'm working. My hands aren't cold. And it's like I started working earlier this morning and it was still like 25 degrees. When I got up, it was 14. By the time I got to the dealership and got cars set up, I'm like, it's 25 degrees. And I'm like, this is great. I was like, wow. Hands and no gloves. I'm like, this is nice. And then it's warming up 28, 29. I'm like, and I was laughing because like 2 months ago, you'd be like, this is freezing. I can't work in this. This is ridiculous. You know, but once you get used to it, you acclimate to it. You're like, oh, this is nice. You know?
Yeah, no, that's good to hear. Yeah, well, it's it. Positively balmy.
Yeah, balmy 30.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But our weather here since the last few weeks has been like, it'd be like, not as, what did it say? Like, not as chilly, 18 degrees. Oh, okay.
Yeah, oh, man. It's funny that that coast, you have the extremes compared to the UK. You have the extremes of the heat and then the extremes of the cold. Yeah. Neither of which is a country we could deal with. So it is interesting that you guys just keep soldiering on.
I love it. It's like, I've grown up here. I love it. It's like all the different, all the seasons. I don't know if you know who. Do you ever heard of Daniel Tosh, the comedian?
You mentioned him a couple of weeks ago.
I've mentioned him a few times. Yeah. And he's like, he goes, yeah, I like it. It's like, and he wasn't talking about New England specifically, but he was saying how he liked like Southern California and stuff. And he goes, he's like, yeah, all these people. He's like, I love it. He's like, I love the change of the seasons. I love the seasons. And he goes, yeah, I do too. I just get rid of the crappy ones. But yeah, I love the snow till I don't. And then I love the summer till I don't. It's, it's a nice cycle. Coming in hot, blind guy. Coming in hot. Yep.
Let's see this. What is that emoji? Oh, right.
No, look at blind guy. Blind guy 3881. DJ, can you see this? There was an emoji that yes, I can see. Laughing faces, LOL. So blind guy, yeah, I'm nodding.
Yeah, right back at you.
I'm nodding. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, there we go.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
Coming in hot. There we go.
Man.
It's so funny. Oh boy, that's a great. I just saw that right when you did. I was like, whoa, there we go. That's good. Good stuff.
He is there. Oh man. All right. Yeah. So there we go. All righty. Well, again, customary apologies, peeps. So I've had a long week and a long day today. I am again relatively shattered, so do bear with me. If you hear snoring at any point, it's me. Just shout, Deej, wake me up.
A bit
of free advertising there, Deej. Yeah, free advertising.
Yeah, Vision bumper repair. There we go.
For all your bumper painting needs.
Vision bumper repair. Creative paint solutions.
All right. So apologies, guys.
Nice. Now I can see better. Blind guy.
Yeah, there he is.
Sorry. Sorry, bragging.
Yeah. So there we go. Right. Yeah. So there we go. Now I do have a question, Deej, And I mean, we can do it before the show. It is film related. Normally we do those after we start. But now this has grown out of a debate that we'll leave for a Takeover Tuesday sometime, because this has got about a 3.5-4 hour Takeover Tuesday in this. So, but I'm gonna just one little bit. So a friend and I earlier today, and I swear he knows that on a Tuesday I'm always looking for a question. Right? I swear he knows, because this morning we were talking, and we got talking about well, initially what started it was talking about No Country for Old Men, okay, and talking about how that was an instant modern classic. And that got us talking about classic movies that if you had, say, a bookcase that could have 150 Blu-rays, 4K movies in it, what stone cold universal classics are you having in that bookshelf, right? Now, we'll leave that for another day, because we'll be here all day on that. But it's a fascinating conversation to have, because we it was really interesting. But during this conversation, the original Star Wars trilogy came up. Okay.
Oh my God. I'm looking for. I'll explain in a second. I'm looking here on the desk. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm listening.
Okay, so we both agree. Yeah, so we both agreed that A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back fall into this absolute stone cold, no arguing classic status. So my question for you in this very minor, very narrow thing is, does Return of the Jedi fall within stone cold all-time classic movies or not? Now, as I say, believe you me, right on there were so many topics we went into, but I'm just talking on this because I said no, and I like Jedi, and I saw it 3 times on my own in the theater, age 9, and I really enjoyed it. But I don't think it's in the same stone cold classic territory as Episode 4, New Hope, and Empire. What do you reckon? And what are those here assembled think?
I agree, because, and I feel like I know the reason for me personally, and I think it's what happened to a lot of people. That, so you think, now granted, there were people in 77 that saw this in their, teens, late teens, 20s, even into their 30s, saw it for the first time in 77, were fans, sci-fi fans, and moved on because they had been sci-fi fans from 2001 and, other stuff, Star Trek and stuff. So you had sci-fi fans that came in at that time, but up until Jedi, it was 100% just sci-fi. Right? Drama, sci-fi drama, space western, whatever you want to call it. It was all of
space
that.
Opera. Yeah.
Space opera, all of that. Jedi was the first one where we introduced the cute and cuddly Ewoks, where you start, and all of the fan base went, wait, what? Huh? Why are we, it was like, and I always looked at it from my own perspective of like, all right, I was 10 in 77. And then by then I was like too cool for school. John and I have always said like, Ewoks, it's like, it didn't ruin it, but it seemed like it was too much Ewok, too much of that jungle part, when neither of the other movies had any of that. Right. It's like, I mean, we had Dagobah, we had Hoth, we had, Tatooine, we had all of these things. We had Alderaan till it blew up. We had all of these places, but it was about the main characters. And then suddenly in the third one, you bring in this other whole thing that it just felt kind of took away from the crispness of it. So it's still great, but it's just, whereas now you think of Lord of the Rings, those movies got stronger.
Yes,
as you got to the
about that.
Right.
Yeah.
It went in reverse. It's like you had in the first two, the first one is very dialogue, very like setting everything up, and you're like, oh boy. But we all knew that, right? It's so by the third one, you had so much action, you had so much wrapping up culmination of everything that it was just, and really it was just, I mean, as far as Oscar worthy and stuff like that, I think they just waited till the end to give it everything.
Well, have it all. I mean, as I say, the Takeover Tuesday will be about, when we do it, will be what stone cold classics there have been since 2000. And his contention in this mini debate we had was that there haven't been many. And I said, well, No Country for Old Men, which is how we started on this. Gladiator, which is 2000.
Yeah.
And we were doing, and I said Master and Commander, although he said he'd never seen it. Outrageous. So that's an argument there about the since 2000, but also then of this 150 space bookshelf, what movies are going on there that are all-time classics, and then what genres are most underrepresented in that 150. It was a wide-ranging discussion, DJ. What can I say? But a Takeover Tuesday on it, honestly, that could be a 25-hour show.
Yeah,
because but yeah, Jedi I think is definitely, because as I said, I really like Jedi. I don't have an issue with the Ewoks. To this day, I'll say Ichiwawa quite a lot.
Yeah, Ichiwawa. But I mean, but see, the funny thing is we had the Jawas, and they didn't really.
But they weren't cute, were they?
But
they were funny. But
they kind of were. And it's like they did their little things, but they weren't as big of a presence to the movie. They were just a backdrop, right? They exchanged, that's where the R2, the droids came from to Luke. It's like they were a small backstory to the overall story, and I feel like they could have done the same with the Ewoks, but it got to be I thought it was a little too much.
And yet, despite the fact they're cute and cuddly, their intention, if not stopped, is to eat our heroes.
Yeah. They really could have played that up more. They could have played that up more and made it more of a but it ended up like when you're dancing with them later, that's a little different. It's like, all right, how about we take
that little
but see, they wanted to market that. That's what Lucas wanted to do. He wanted to market that. And the idea was, honestly, it's like, it's that many years later, because it's what, 6 years later? 6 years? Yes, it's 83.
83, wasn't it? 82,
so,
83?
Yeah, 83. So they those three all came out 3 years apart. So it's 6 years later. How do we get another group of kids involved? Younger kids, because those young kids from then are now 6 years older. They're into their teens. How do we get more? So, and like we said here, like Steve Att saying Ewoks, Jar Jar Binks, same idea. And Jar Jar didn't bother me any more than the Ewoks did. I wasn't offended. I wasn't mad. I mean, it's part of I get the marketing. I get all that. And then they went to the droids. You have BB-8. The idea is like, there's got to be something to market, right? So I get it. But to me, it's the first two are just like, I mean, those are ultimate classics all day long.
Instant classics, weren't they? Generational, transformative, classic movies. But yeah, I think Jedi. And again, he was like, no, Jedi belongs with that trilogy. They're all stone cold classics. But yeah, I don't think Jedi is. As much as I love the Jabba stuff, I love the sail barge stuff, I love the speeder bikes and all that sort of stuff's very cool. And of course, the final confrontation with the Emperor and Vader's redemption as what it was originally called. And actually, while I've got you here, then while we're talking that, sorry,
I got you here. Yeah, all right.
Okay, tell me this: Return of the Jedi. Who does that title refer to? I think there's multiple meanings to that title.
Well, yeah.
Because are we talking the Jedi Order? Are we talking Vader as the return of the Jedi? Who are we talking about when we say when Luke,
is it plural or is it
Jedi
Luke
initially? But
right.
But of course, he changed it to Return of the Jedi. So who?
Yeah,
are we
it was
talking
Revenge
about?
of the Jedi, and I have that used to be a backdrop
poster,
here. I have the poster, literally right there. And then they changed it to Return, which actually, to your point, is more of a play on words because the Jedi is also plural for Jedi. First thing, you know what I mean? So it's like it's the return of the Jedi, meaning the religion or whatever. And
or Vader. Or are we talking about Vader?
Where Vader came back, and now you have Vader standing at the very end. You have spoilers, everybody. Vader standing with Patrick Stewart and Obi-Wan and
Get into trouble, Deej.
Yeah, exactly. Yoda. And so you have the Jedi there. So you get the Force ghosts of Jedi. They're all back. They're all working together. They're put in, as we know. Go on, and then Luke is leading the live version training. So it is really the return of the religion because it had everybody up until then had been in hiding. Yeah, right. Everybody that we know now that we know how it worked. After Episode 3, So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have wondered which one it's referring to. But also, of course, classic moment, Leia in the bikini. Just saying.
yeah, very much. There's many Halloween since have been dressed like that. So been great
You
costume for
or someone
Halloween.
else?
Well, I did a couple. Hey.
Very nice.
Yeah.
These days, I'm putting on weight. I think I'm more Jabba the Hutt, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's so should I be sprawled out in front of you?
Well, let's not tell anyone about that.
Oh
Just keep
boy,
that
here we
between us.
go. I can see the emails now. AI is going to be at it.
We won't have a Fifth Element poster for next week, Deej. It'll be a
No,
very different one.
we're going to be laid out in front of you.
And who's John in this? John, I mean, he's got quite a beard. I'm thinking chew.
John will be like, yeah, John's Boba Fett. John will be
man, he would
Boba
love
Fett.
He
Yeah,
would love that.
absolutely. He'd be Boba Fett. Yeah.
Alrighty. So yeah, we'll do that Takeover Tuesday sometime.
I have a question, and I'll say it's along those lines. I saw it online, and I was shocked at the responses that I saw. So I wrote it down, and I did find out why you were saying. I thought you were going down that road, but it's a different one. So I'll save that one for next week.
Okay. All right.
So when we get into the show, I have a studio update. So want to do.
Okay, let's do this. Rock
All
and roll.
right. Yeah, there we go. See, studio update. Where is the?
We are Brightside Theater.
Hey, home theater nerds, welcome to the Bright Side Home Theater Podcast, the multi-award-winning giving and receiving home theater podcast. It's all about the experiences, the sights,
the sounds,
the scenes.
I think I screwed that up somehow. I don't know.
Did you? No,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know. It felt like I stumbled there for a second.
No, it's all good.
maybe.
It's all good.
Maybe.
Alrighty. Right. Shall I say hi to everyone in the chat, Deej, while you're thinking
Sure.
about what it is you might have screwed up? That sounds like.
Oh, no. Yeah, my words.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hit it. Go ahead.
All right. So Dom was first in this evening.
He wasn't.
Sorry, this afternoon.
Wasn't.
Oh, really?
Somebody was on earlier. I can't remember what he said. Oh, it was Captain AC3
Oh.
with "We're getting beat up." Oh yeah, he had a quote. Captain, I saw it earlier. We're getting beat up by the inventors of Scrabble.
Oh. Oh man.
Yeah. I heard it this morning. I read it this
I
morning.
know it. And now
Yep.
it's me. Go on, tell me. What's it from?
I had it this morning. I'm trying to think myself.
Oh. Anyone in the chat? God,
No, I don't even want to look. I'm trying to.
Oh man. Right. Whilst everyone's thinking about it, let me say hello to everyone else in the chat. Then that's annoying me because it'll come into my head while I don't think about it. So Dom was second in.
It's going
And
crazy.
saying,
I don't want to
thanks
even
for
read the
amazing-
chat. I took it off.
Takeover Tuesday. Yeah, you're okay. So Takeover Tuesday, he enjoyed with you and John, which I listened to a fair bit of today. Very cool.
Oh yeah. Deep cut.
Mm-hmm.
Deep cut. That's why I couldn't. I'm like, I knew it, and I was trying to think of what it was. I'm like, and that's why. Oh boy, a little bit. Yeah. I was like, what is it? I couldn't think of it, and I was like, why am I thinking of my dad?
Okay.
Because that's how I remembered it this morning. And I'm like, what is it? What was the movie? And I was thinking, I was like, Gran Torino. I'm like, no, because it wasn't a comedy. I'm like, what was it? Last Boy Scout.
Gotcha.
It was what was it? Damon Wayans? Is that it?
Yeah.
It was Damon Wayans.
Wayans. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it was a comedy, and when I first read it this morning, I was thinking it was I was thinking something like Jim Carrey said or Dumb and Dumber or something, but it wasn't. And then I thought about it, and I was like, oh, it was, and then I was like, yeah. And I thought of my dad. And I
Oh,
was like,
nice.
Yeah, it took me a
'cause
bit,
he
but
loves that movie, doesn't he? He loves that film.
oh yeah, he loves that. But yeah, so
All right, so Don was
and now
anyway,
I can totally hear Damon Wayans too.
yeah. So we've got yeah, Don was congratulating you on the Takeover Tuesday. Very cool
Yeah.
with John. As I said, I'm
Yeah,
about
we'll
an
talk
hour
about that
into
in
it.
a minute.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So Steve Atson as well. Yeah, hey Steve. We've got Jordan Ann saying hi everyone. And Marcus Beebe say he was waiting. Well, we're here now, Marcus. That's the important thing.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got Blind Guy, we know, who's saying hello.
Yep.
Yeah, wave. John Mensor's in. Hey, John. And Holger's in. Hey, Holger. Yeah, Blind Guy mentioning Lord of the Rings again. Yeah, I mean, that definitely came up very quickly in terms of post 2000 classics.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all there is at the moment. But looking at the numbers, there's more in than that. So if you are tuning in for the first time, or if you're not, feel free to say hello in the chat. Always good to say hi and find out where people are.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Regular time.
Regular scheduled broadcast. Same bat time, same bat channel.
So any of the people that aren't here that were joining us on Thursday, that was awesome that you could join us on Thursday. Sorry, you can't be here today, but I'm sure they're either going to watch this later or listen to the audio only. But yeah, in the future, things, Steve and I will probably be popping around the days of the week, something like that, because that was fun. And there was, meeting new people and giving everybody the experience, opportunity to come into the chat and stuff. So that was kind of cool. So hey,
that was
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, and as it was when we did our live Takeover Tuesday that time as well. It's just see what happens, and wow, everyone's there and kind of a little bit of a buzz, and it was great. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
Speaking of that, like that Takeover Tuesday with John, it's like that could have gone hours if I put that out live. Him and I, the comments we would have gotten and stuff.
Yeah,
but
he's very cool. I mean, I love his string of consciousness that he goes on. His stream of consciousness that'll go on, like it right at the beginning for anyone that did it. And again, and this is one of the great things about John, and I say it in as affectionate a way as I can. I love the way that. And by the way, that's not an affectation for the show, as you know. You meet him in real life and you have a beer with him, and it's the same there as well. Yeah. And I think you just said, so what's all this about then? Eyes wide shut. And then about 10 minutes later, he's gone through about 34 different subjects and then circled back round to it.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating listening to him. It really is.
The amount of knowledge though, like I mean, what'd you say? You're about an hour into it. And I asked
we just got to Dubai.
Yeah. And and that's what's I thought was amazing about the topic too, is like you have all these people, and I'd said at the beginning, like ignorance is king or whatever it was. It's like the priority. Oh, it's the priority, and it's not. And I use the word ignorant a lot of times, and I never ever I mean it in a bad way, right? It's like everybody's ignorant about something or everything. It's like I don't know a thing about stamp collecting, and I always use that but I would never like diss on it if I came across it online or something, right? I wouldn't be like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's the difference between ignorance, being ignorant of a subject and wanting to no longer be ignorant of a subject. Yeah. Versus being proud of your ignorance. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm ignorant and proud and I don't care is one thing. But do you know what? I don't know about that and I'd like to. Yeah. Is very different, and you're the former, not the latter. You want to know about it. You're interested.
It's like I want to get educated. I want to learn. It's like ignorance isn't bad as long as you recognize it and either move on. Like I don't really care, so okay, I'll remain that way, or you learn. Right. And I've been ignorant about a lot of things and had debates with people knowing I'm ignorant and be like, I don't understand this, but this is what I think. So I say what I think, hoping I'm right. But if I'm not, you need to explain to me why, because this is how I'm thinking. Because everything I have is like I try to my brain works in that I need to understand why things are the way they are, right? Like, so if you could tell me if you can't tell me why, I have no idea, right? So that's why I'm always trying to work forward with that idea. What I found interesting about this debate online is like people were like, he's literally asking a question. Yes, he's angry with Criterion, right? And he's asking Criterion in an angry way, like, why did you do this? What is wrong here? Why did you do this? And people are like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It does to him, and they've done it before. It's not like this is new. And then you get the people, it looks great. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Most people would never notice the difference. Nobody said that isn't the case. But for the people that do notice the difference, you're saying they can't have it when everything else, like, it doesn't make sense. You know, it's like, and that's why I was saying, like, ignorance is the priority. Like, so we're going to cater to the lowest common denominator, the people that would rather stream it anyways. So what's the difference? It's like, you know.
I mean, I must admit, I as you were talking about the ongoing individual on Twitter, I wasn't sure who that was. So but
there's
there
a
was
few of
someone
them. One I engaged with, but there were quite a few.
Well, I responded to one of them who was sort of saying, "You don't know what you're talking about," almost
Right.
verbatim.
Yeah.
So I responded and I said, "Look, you know, whatever else you might think or know, this guy knows what he's talking about. You know, and if he sees this, that's good enough for me. And I've not got no skin in this game. I've never seen Eyes Wide Shut. I was nearly on set of it.
Yeah.
I was at the studios when they were filming it, but I've never seen it. And so I wonder how close I would have been to John, by the way, then, bizarrely.
Yeah.
I've literally been in the same literally within the same sphere.
Yeah.
But the response from this person, and I did not have a go. I didn't steam in. I just literally said, you know, this guy does know what he's on about. Whatever else you might think, I can vouch for him. And, you know, again, his you know, bona fides are beyond reproach. And this guy just responded with yawn. You know, and you're just like, so that's your
right.
your
So
level
this
of
topic
debate.
bores you. Why are you so interested in it?
Yeah, man.
That's what I kept saying. Like, people were telling him to relax. Why does he have to relax? He's the one that's concerned about this. He raised his concern. He asked the question. You guys are getting worked up because he asked the question. You're telling the guy that asked you don't like the question. You're telling him to relax. You're getting worked. Just move on. Right? And it's like, and here's the thing, it's nobody could tell me he was wrong. Nobody said he was wrong. They were they were saying he's wrong, but he's asking a question. And when I said, he's not saying about the quality of the disc, he's saying, why did they use 10-bit instead of 12-bit? That's it. That's the basis of his contention. And it's like, everybody, and once you brought that to him, they were like, yeah, whatever. They had no answer to it. It's like, so you don't want him asking the question? And the one guy was like, it's not worth a month-long, you know, rant. I was like, well, why you been following him for a month for something you think isn't worth it? It's like, you're paying attention to this on something you don't think it's worth. He does. So, and John has said exactly why he's doing what he's doing and saying what he's saying. People coming at him have no idea why they're saying what they're saying, other than they just want to disagree with him. And they're disagreeing with, they're not even disagreeing with him. He never said, like, it's horrible, it's this or that. He's like, why'd they use 10 instead of 12? You know, it was just bizarre. And it's like, but that's the home theater. That's what the home theater community gets hit with, right? And it's usually like us as home theater people, we take the film, you know, critic idea the next step further. And most of these people that were criticizing John were film critics. So they watch it on their display, their laptop, and they're just like, it's got good writing, it's got good acting, it's got all of these things. The cinematography is nice on their screen. It's like, but it's not the home theater experience. They don't think that's necessary. They have no idea about, you know, depth of color and all of this stuff, right? It's just fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't come into a environment or a what do you call it? A ecosystem or whatever you want to call us, a community, and say, we don't know what we're talking. No, we're at the next level. Not saying we're better, above her, but it's just another level of this appreciation.
Interest. Yeah.
So don't come into it and then claim this part doesn't matter. When, as we've said on this show, and they don't know this because they don't pay attention to this part, but it's like, as everybody said, 99.9% of the population doesn't even know or care about this. Right. But yet the studios are still putting all that effort into it for us 0.1 percenters.
Mm.
And it's like,
Yeah.
and we're not coming at you. We don't go into your forums and go, you know nothing. Like,
Yeah.
there's a whole world out there. You know, you flat earthers, it's round. There's more to home theater. You know what I mean? We don't say that. We're just doing our thing. They come into us and go, that stuff doesn't matter. I didn't ask you to come in.
Yeah. Thank you for
I
that.
was like,
Yeah.
all right, come on in. But
Yeah.
okay. And then when you try to explain it to them, they go, yawn.
Yeah.
It's like watching paint dry in Dolby Digital. Okay.
Yeah, it's like someone walking past your front door, opening the door, sticking their head around, going, "I don't want dinner with you anyway."
Right. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Bye then. Yeah.
Bye.
See ya. Yeah,
Yep.
it's odd, isn't it? It's so strange.
Yeah.
So strange. And again, and John, in fairness, was trying to raise awareness with Criterion, who haven't responded to him. And so,
Yeah.
like, you know, they've just been met with a wall of silence. So no wonder he's a bit peeved. I
Right.
get that.
But that's
and so,
that's how stuff gets done, right? You might not get a response from them, but they're just gonna. You hope that and he did get a lot of support too, right? So
Yeah.
you hope that listening to John and listening to the support, you go as Criterion, you're like, let's not do that again,
Yeah. Mhm.
right? And that's all you want to do. It'd be nice if they did respond, but to John's point, like, and he said this on Twitter, is like, they're not going to respond because they're going to have to admit they made a mistake, you know, or explain why they did it. And I don't think there isn't it, because if they just said like, well, the color depth on the transfer, it didn't warrant it, and they'd have to go into depth on that. Maybe it wasn't. If they did that, then they could literally put John in his place and say, look, we saw the two and we're like, why? We didn't think it was worth the effort. But as John explains, why it takes more effort, it takes more money, because you can't AI it. You have to manually check each frame. You have to do all. It takes more to go to 12-bit. So,
is it worth seeing, Deej? I've never seen it. Yeah. It's good, is it?
Yeah,
Because it kind of bombed on its release, didn't it? It came out and just kind of.
it was controversial for a lot of reasons. I mean, if you can imagine, it's kind of funny to think of now, but. I think one of the most controversial things when it came out, and it just says kind of like, obviously, Kubrick. I can't have trouble saying his name.
Stanley, as John calls him. Just Stanley.
Exactly, Stan. So he's always pushing the envelope, as John says a lot, and even in stuff like this. But I think there's a scene of Nicole Kidman just sitting on the toilet peeing, and that was a big. You can't see anything. She's just sitting there, right? And it's just like you see her legs. And it's a husband and wife. He's getting ready, and she's sitting in there talking. That was controversial back there. You can't show that, like, really, and all the stuff that's been on TV, it's like, and on screens. That was big, but the controversy of it, the relationship and stuff like that. Yeah, it is. It's definitely
okay. So if now the question I'll have to ask John, and I'll text him at some point, is asking me if I've never seen the movie, so I've got nothing to compare it to. Is it still worth buying the Criterion one? That'll really put the cat amongst the pigeons.
I would say I haven't seen it. I haven't seen but I haven't heard John rip it. So I would, going by what everybody says, that it looks great. I'm not doubting what they're saying, right? And I haven't heard John rip it. I just think he's upset of what it could have been.
Yeah, that's
so. I, in my opinion, and it's funny, I didn't even ask him that in the whole entire thing, because it's not really what it was about. It wasn't a eyes wide shut promo or anything like that. It was more about the topic and the idea of how people don't understand what they don't understand and everything like that. So, I mean, in my opinion, from everything I'm reading, it still looks really good. But, to John's point, it could maybe be better in it, and maybe it doesn't look bad on what we have, but if you have a 150-inch and display in a higher end theater, you would benefit from the 12-bit, which is really what it's about. So that's all.
Okay. Oh, and I think I just checked then. Yeah, I don't think it's out here yet. So, Dom, I think, did you import your 4K disc? I'm assuming you did. It doesn't look like it's come out here yet.
So Paul's got he says he
Paul
has
F.
PF. Paul F. saying, I have the Criterion 4K. It's the best version, very grainy and very filmic. So,
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well,
Yep.
I'm like I said, I never saw it when we went to that weird and wonderful place where we went there for, which was the Prop House, and that was at Elstree, and there they were filming Eyes Wide Shut while we were there.
yeah.
And the guys that owned it said, "Oh yeah, Tom Cruise is, he's often wanders past during breaks in filming," and they were like, they couldn't say enough nice things about him. They said he was lovely, he was chatty,
Yeah.
friendly. They were just kind of Prop House guys. They didn't need to speak
Yeah.
to them. So yeah, that was going on right then and there. So yeah, but I've never seen it. I think all of the negative publicity when it came out just put me off, and I wasn't a particular Kubrick fan. I wouldn't even say I particularly am now, even though I've got The Shining and I've got 2001 and a Full Metal Jacket, and
Full
I
Metal
love those
Jacket,
movies.
Clockwork
But I'm not
Orange.
which I've got in 4K. I've never seen it, Deej.
You've never seen that one either?
I've
Oh
got
my
it in
God.
4K and I haven't seen it. I've never seen that film. Something keeps putting me off seeing it. When I go into the cinema room and it's like, oh, what shall I watch? It's just kind of gone into the collection and I haven't seen it.
His movies, like whether you like the individual, not all of them in general, like them or love them, like the individual movies, you can't deny that you're going to have a discussion at the end of it.
Tom's like, what?
What?
We'll see what?
Yeah.
I will see it, Tom. I've got it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, exactly. You're probably going to buy it again before you watch it.
Kung Fu Panda special.
There you go. You're like,
yeah.
I mean, I remember 2001. I've had to have that explained to me so many times. I still don't understand. I'm like, me and my buddy watched it 15, 20 years ago in my theater early on when I had that theater, and we sat there, and he does the same thing I do for a living, and we took a snowy day and we watched it, and at the end, and he's a gruff hunter type, like he's not emotional. He doesn't. We ended that thing, and we both looked at each other like, "What the hell was that?" It was slow. We were like, but I've talked to people since then, and it's just like have people that love it and like get some of like what I'm missing, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
all right, so I'm still a little bit weary about it, but I get it.
And Michael Piantanosi says, I've been a fan from day one. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like I said, I'm not disparaging it. Just I think I came to his movies too late. 2001, I saw, in 2001. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
2001, I saw way back when, and I remember that and really liked it. And again, What Are You Doing, Dave? Was great, and I loved all that, and that was a really good film. And Full Metal Jacket, again, great movie. In Nam, Deej.
Yeah.
Or actually the London Docklands. But and that's fine. But yeah, so Clockwork Orange never saw Doctor Strangelove either. I've never seen that. And don't own that, in fairness.
Yeah.
But I do need to, and again, so Eyes Wide Shut and Clockwork Orange, I do need to see them.
Yeah.
But certainly, yeah. So sorry about that.
Yeah, Clockwork Orange was bonkers.
Yeah, well, I wonder, you see, I'm a little wary of it, I think, because of the work that I do. Because as I understand it, it's about the glorification of gang violence and control of society. And I'm wary of a little bit of kind of seeing too much of the work that I do in that. And I'm not sure how I'll react to it. So I mean, like I said, I've got it. I just need to sit down one day when I'm in a suitably masochistic mood and watch it.
It's been forever since I've seen it. I saw it a couple of times, but I was much younger, and it was like, what am I looking at? And so, like, to your point, it's like I felt like it's an interesting take on like that idea, like what you're saying, and anarchy and what's going on, what happens and stuff. So it was like I'd have to see it again. But but even as like Paul says in the chat, he's like, I can't say it. Stan's films take multiple viewings to really appreciate them. So much depth to everyone. Yeah, and that's why it's like
very exacting.
Yeah, it is. So.
Yeah, it's very, very. I mean, he was, again, as John said in the Takeover Tuesday, and he and I have had private conversations about Stanley Kubrick as well, and how fastidious he was, and famously would do hundreds of takes for the slightest little thing, and he didn't really know what he was after till he saw it, and then would just do it. So Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. But there we go. All right. Well, there we go. But a hell of a Takeover Tuesday. And anyone that hasn't heard it yet,
Yeah.
do so, because John is a font of all knowledge, and Deej is just trying to steer him.
Yeah.
Through the maze.
If you can imagine, it's like it's like somebody just dropped the throttle on an F1 car and you're just trying to steer it. That's all you can do. You can't slow it down. You can't do it. You just keep it on the track. And it's trying to keep up.
It occurs to me, John is the Sheldon of the movie world. And because once he goes, he just kind of knows it, and everyone else is kind of trying to keep up.
What I find fascinating is, like, I picture him like he's like me with a much smarter brain. Like his brain works like mine. Like, he needs to know why, right? Mm-hmm. And so, and that's where he gets all his like information. It's like he's like, so this is this, and then he'll jump back like 40 years ago, this happened, and this technology advanced to this technology, and Kodak was doing this. And then, and to your point, he's like, whoop, he brings you right back to what we're talking about. And you're like, what? It's like, well, when they invented the wheel, they were saying, it's like, all right. I'm like, okay. I'm like, and it's so great to see it. Like, don't stop paying attention. Because everything comes forward, it means something, and you're like, oh, and you learn so much. And like he's literally, knowing him.
Sorry, that's me. Sorry.
Okay, he's like, knowing him, I can literally say I've forgotten more about home theater than most people know. So I learn it from him, and then I'm like, I'll hear it later. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I learned that from John. It's like you've learned so much about movies.
Then imagine,
it's crazy.
Yeah. And then imagine on the 2 times that I met him in London. I mean, I met him locally here as well, but which is the first time I met him. But then imagine meeting him in a pub in London, and you've only got about an hour, and that's all you've got, because you've got to go and meet other people. And it's just like, oh, John, right? Tell me everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just sitting here. Don't say a word. Go for it. You tell me everything. He's awesome. And as I say, it's anyone that hasn't met him, it's not an affectation. He's exactly like that in private life as well as he's on the show. And it's fascinating. You could just let him go. It's like a wind-up toy, just wind-up thing, and just sit back and go.
Yeah. He's called me. I've called him. And he's called me a few times early in the morning because it's later there, right? And I'll be at a dealership. Like one time he called me, it was 8:00, and I got to my dealership early in the morning, and I saw my phone. I looked down, and it's Frank. I'm like, this is going to be a good day. Like, we didn't hang. I came home from work. I didn't get home till like 5:30, and I was still on the phone with him. And you just go. And I've done that multiple times. And it's not all home theater stuff either. It's like he just goes. It's just like we debate, we argue, we have fun. That's why I said, I go, that's why I think about people on Twitter and stuff. They're like, don't just take him for what you see there. It's like you could change his mind, but it takes a lot. And once he sees that perspective and he understands, just like me, it's like, that's why I said, I think he thinks a lot like I do. But yeah,
he's very cool. Very cool. Alrighty, shall we do some experiences, Deej? Or did you have something you wanted to cover? Oh, it's studio update.
Yeah. So I come home yesterday, and this studio, you remember, was transferred from the house when we sold it. Just like put everything in the truck, boom, bring it down here. But this screen over here that holds the pictures that I show, and I have a screen in particular of 16:9 so that it would fit perfectly when you see it on YouTube. Otherwise, you'll see boxes on the side and stuff. So I had that screen. But that was the only one I had. But on the mounts that I have, you need the screws in the back of the display. That one didn't. So I used double-sided tape. This special stuff no, Steve, this stuff is powerful stuff.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
All right, and when I moved from the house, I just took the thing, put it in the truck, brought it here, set it up. So it's been like this for about 8 months. So the last week we were showing, and the screen was like, I'm like, uh-oh. And it was starting to get a little crooked, so I tightened it. Well, I come home yesterday and think, bang, it's down on the desk. I was like, the whole thing's apart. So when I moved, I had found other screens in the house, other displays. So I redid this whole display. I've got a newer display. I mean, it's not new, it's all old stuff, but all mounted correctly. Everything's nice. And now this display's a little smaller that I'm looking at you on. So it fits over my Rodecaster, this there. And now I have a bigger screen over here, all mounted nice. And it's like, oh, it's got
Greg.
hubba bubba. Yeah. So yeah, everything's nice. Everything's all mounted correctly. And you're looking good, looking better than ever, Steve.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you very much. It's a new skincare routine.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it was nice. So I did all that this morning before I went to work because I'm like, if I had to wait until I came home, I would have been stressed all day at work. I'm not gonna have time when I got home. So got up this morning, took everything apart, put it all back together nicely. So yeah, so all ready to go.
Good man. Good
All
man.
behind the scenes stuff that on your end looks no different to anybody.
Yeah, no, that's true, but still good, and important. Let me just deal with Michael a minute. Michael,
What do we got? What do we got?
Piantadosi. Just, I mean, there's talk in the chat about Ford versus Ferrari and F1. I mean, F1's my favorite, but only because I've seen it more. Again, I've got them both in 4K, but they are both great. But I'll have F1 for me. But he also says, for your information, Dangerous Animals audio was crazy good. It certainly was, Michael. That's why it was our number 9.
Was it? I can bring it up.
9,
Let me see.
10, 10. Or was it 9 or 8? One of the two. One of those 3.
8.
8. There we go. Right, cool. So now number 8 of the year of last year, Michael.
Yeah,
Very,
it's
very
funny.
cool.
It came in 8th, and we both had it 9th.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that
Maths,
funny?
eh?
It's like I'm looking at it right now. We both had it 9th, and it came in 8th. But then Novocaine, it taught. Novocaine
were kind
came
of
in
next to each other.
9th. You had it 10th. I had it 8th.
There you go. Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah.
great.
So yeah,
Such a good film.
Isn't that funny?
Everybody needs to have seen that film. Everybody needs to see it.
yeah,
Yeah,
dangerous.
very,
yeah.
very good. Very
Very
good.
interesting.
Okie
really
dokie.
good
We're going to
audio.
talk more, hopefully, in a bit about another new, very interesting horror film. We will get to.
The
you
one
got
we
there?
have, I have queued up right there. Do you want to start with
yeah.
that?
Yeah, can do. Let's get up to some monkey business.
All right, we'll get to it when we set this up here. But not that one. Okay.
It's important that we cover everything, Deej, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee.
Oh, look at that! Did you write that down?
No, but I wish I had.
Yeah. Why?
That's a Simpsons reference.
Oh,
That's
is it?
That is a Simpsons reference. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's from their Planet of the Apes musical that they did from chimpanzee to chimpanzee.
Oh my god.
Anyway, right, talking chimpanzees. Okay, so first off, out of the gate this week, ladies and gents, is a theatrical release, which is Primate. Have you heard of this, Deej? Is this coming to you fresh?
Yes. No, I've heard of it, and I'm just. I saw the trailer for it. I'm.
Oh, no, Greg's on fire tonight.
What?
Prime joke, mate.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god! Look at him go.
Yeah. So you see the trailer?
Yes, I saw the trailer for it, and I don't want to see it. I already feel bad. Like, look at the poster.
You're not going to think that at the end of the movie, Deej. I'll tell you that now.
I already feel bad for him. Like, he goes crazy. I know that, right?
Yeah. Well, it's Cujo because it's rabies,
Yeah.
but with
I
a
feel bad
chimp
for the
rather than a
animal.
dog.
I feel bad for the character of the animal. Like, he
You-
doesn't
you
want to
right.
do that either. Ugh.
Wait and see what he does.
Oh, I know.
so-
You can tell from the trailer. I'm like, he doesn't go out and buy flowers. I can tell you that.
He certainly does not. Well, if he did, the flowers would be for the people that didn't make it.
Yeah, he's planting them.
Yes. So, okay, so Primate. Now, what's interesting about this movie is did you ever see the film Project Nim? It was a documentary, did you ever see that?
No.
About the real. Okay, so Project Nim, for those that are wondering, is a movie from a few years back where it was a documentary on a real life experiment that was done in the 70s. I want to say might have been the 80s, in San Francisco of a professor who decided that they wanted to try and see how much how human they could make a chimpanzee. Right.
Yeah.
And Nim was the name. All right. Nim Chimpsky, if you want its full name, but anyway, don't know why. Anyway, it is. And so what they did is they literally
he's
raised
Polish?
this chimp. Yeah, quite. Now this will upset you, Deej. So just so you know, just prepare yourself for this. So this was a real life thing. They brought this chimp from a baby into a human family, and they raised it like a human child.
Mm-hmm.
And there is some suggestion in the documentary, even breastfeeding it. Okay, that's what it was. San Francisco, man. It was a different time. Odd. And they tried to teach it to treat it as a human, taught it to communicate, and all this stuff. And when the experiment was over, having been brought up as in a family, they just essentially abandoned Nim. Okay, the professor just was like, "That's it, experiment over." And just to give you some idea, they sent him off to a rescue center basically, and he was in a cage, having lived in a family.
Yeah.
And after 10 years, I think it was 10 years, one of the keepers who had been part of this experiment went to see him and hadn't seen him for 10 years. And the first thing Nim did on seeing him was that, which was the sign for play. 10 years, man.
10 years. And the poor thing is,
just in a cage. Anyway, right. So the reason I raised that is to do this. It's an interesting documentary. It's heartbreaking, but
I've heard the story. Isn't there another movie kind of based off of that idea or something? There's other things.
This was a real thing.
Yeah, I know, and I've heard the story, and I hate it. I wish the people that did it were in the cage for the 10 years. It's like, you're just
it's
what
tough.
Are you doing?
It's a hard watch, but it's a really interesting story. Anyway, so the reason I raised that is on that cover, the chimp's got a red shirt on, and it's interesting that in this one, in Primate, that our Ben, he's got a red shirt on, and again, it says to me, okay, that's deliberately echoing Project Nim. So anyway, so we have this is apparently set in Hawaii. It's all shot in London, but anyway, it's set in Hawaii. And this family have a pet chimp that they've brought up to use sign language and everything else. And again, he's been part of the family. And early on, he is he clearly has contracted rabies. Apparently, there's no rabies in Hawaii. But there it is. But he does, and it sends him crazy.
Yeah.
And when I say crazy, I mean crazy.
Yeah.
And people get killed in this. They really do. It is ultra gory. It's an 18 in the UK, which is rare these days, because there are some proper kills in this that are wince inducing. You know, you're almost like, whoa, really? Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay. And what they've done is actually lean on practical effects. So there's very little CG in this.
So they actually attacked humans with a chimp?
Well, they just threw the chimp at him. Yeah.
We're going to make them really angry, and you're just going to stand there and take it. Okay.
Well, there's a chimp costume. There's a little guy in a chimp suit, which but you never really see that. I don't think it's ever really obvious. But the kills and the gore and the guts are all practical effects, and you can see it, and it feels suitably vile in a entertaining way. So I cannot wait to get this at home. This will be an amazing home theater experience. It will scare the living bejesus out of anyone that comes in that is not a gorehound. It really will, because it's proper stuff. But it's really, really good. And I had a great time with it. And I do recommend it. Way better than I thought it might be. I did wonder if it was going to be a postmodern horror and be a bit rubbish. But no, this is an old school gorehound movie. And I do recommend it, Deej. I get why you're reticent, because you are an animal lover, and I know you are. I mean, can you watch Cujo now or not?
Yeah, I could. And that one bothered me too. Cujo's not as smart. You know what I mean? Like, this is getting to the level of like you said, like even in this poster, somebody said in the chat, look at I think it was Paul, I think, if I'm wrong, sorry. But like, look at the poster. It looks like an abused child. Right. And then, you know what I mean? So it's like,
but there's not that here. There's no suggestion of that here.
No. But
treat him.
Right.
He's just ill.
Like, but that's another level. Like, chimps like that, we can relate to them. I mean, we relate to dogs, obviously, but then you relate to you could relate deeper level with a chimp. So that's why I'm just like, it makes it that much harder. And I don't get me wrong, I'm not crazy about Cujo either, but it's like, it's just,
Have you ever seen a chimp in real life?
Real life? Probably at the zoo, I got to imagine. I don't know, not walking down the street.
Yeah, you don't meant to Michael Jackson's house.
No, no. Luckily,
no, yeah, indeed.
I wasn't
indeed.
invited.
We won't make the joke about I'm forever blowing bubbles. So yeah, well, they are ripped in real life. If you see them, it's a song. It's a song, Sophia. It's a song. And in the if you ever do see them in real life, and I have, they are ripped. Like one of the things that struck me is how they are absolutely like just sinew and muscle.
Yeah.
and you wouldn't, and teeth, and you absolutely would not ever want to upset one. And after you've seen this, you really won't want to upset one. I've looked in the mirror. You said it, Greg. You said it.
You said it.
I ain't going near there, man.
That's why he shaves so much. Oh God.
But yeah, no. Great. So it's really good, and it'll be great at home. But this is a Halloween one, Deej. And only I think, I understand your reticence.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
still
go there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I still recommend it because he's just hot. He's just a bad guy in it. He's just he's Jason Voorhees. He is Freddy Krueger without talking. He is Michael Myers, but a lot stronger. Yeah. And so I don't think you can very quickly forget. He's not a dumb animal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is more.
Yeah, it's not a mistreated animal. It's not like they do a good job at allowing you to not feel bad for them.
Exactly.
It's basically what you're saying. Yeah.
That's that. Yeah. Exactly. I couldn't put it better. Absolutely. So it is an interesting film, and whether they'll do any more, I don't know, but it's well worth it, and it'll be great home theater. Yeah. So definitely recommend it.
So alrighty. I don't know when, but I guess I'll try.
Good on you.
I guess I'll try. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do? Why don't you do? I only have two.
Okay.
One of them is one you have.
Oh man, which I might bring down the.
That's the one I have too. So we won't do that yet.
Yeah.
No.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, it's a home theater one. We'll get to it. Let's do. Pick which one you'd like to do next.
Let's do top left. Because that's been there a while. That's from mid-December. Let's do that one. Yeah. And we've just talked Cujo. Let's talk another Stephen King adaptation.
There we go. All right.
All part of the plan.
All part of the plan. Just like
part of the plan.
Oh, I gotta remove that.
Okie dokie then. Yes, and apologies for this, guys, because I have had this in here for a while, and we've skipped to put more recent movies in instead, and I've been meaning to get to this. So this then is The Long Walk.
Put Steve out in the chat.
Yeah. Got any happy movies?
Yes, we
define happy, Steve.
Yeah. Steve's in his element. This is Steve George. Man. That is happy.
We did Kingpin and Airplane 2 last week. What more do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So The Long Walk then. So it's the second or indeed third Stephen King adaptation this year with The Running Man, and I suppose Welcome to Derry. I suppose you could include in that. And this is based in the same sort of set of stories that The Running Man was in when King was writing as Richard Bachman. And I have reviewed it before, but in theaters. This is the first time reviewing the 4K disc. And those that are ardent listeners to Shane Lee will have seen he was very, very taken with this. And I think this was in his top 10. I think it was of last year. Story is, as I've said before, straightforward. They're supposed to be teenagers, apparently, although I don't read it that way, but apparently they are supposed to be teenagers. You're in a future world where society looks like it's broken down, and there is a kind of game show, which is people volunteer to walk. And the last person standing literally wins an untold wealth and a single wish. Okay. And so off they go. And this group of young lads start walking. And the movie doesn't really stop. It just keeps moving. And you've got Mark Hamill in here as the major, who's the sort of erstwhile bad guy. That's him there with the gun on top of the thing there. And they keep going. And along the way, you get to know these characters. And of course, people start to fall by the wayside. It is brutal. It is graphic. When people die in this, they show you. And it's it's a proper film. It really is. Now, what it is great though, and it's really enjoyable, and I did enjoy it the second time round, as difficult to watch as it is, and indeed as it should be. Now, the home theater element of it, excuse me, is very, very good. Looks beautiful, way better than theater. I found it quite blurry in the theater that I saw it, and in this, it's really sharp. It looks great, and the various vistas as they're walking, so you get the the wide open plains. It looks to be like they're walking through the central Midwest, I suppose, something like that, with this big open spaces anyway. And they're walking through, and it all looks beautiful, and there's all rusty cars at the side of the road and dilapidated buildings, and they all look great. And when the violence comes and the gore comes, including a daylight bullet to the head and in and out the front of the face, it looks suitably graphic and detailed. Yeah, it's a proper job, DJ. Don't mess around with this. And then the audio is very, very good as well. You get your storms, you get all that stuff. There are some half-track kind of military vehicles following them, and on at least one occasion they unload, and that all sounds really bassy. It's a very, very good film. It's only a short movie. It's not very, very long, but it's very cool indeed and well worth seeing. And it's surprising how a movie where it keeps moving is still engaging and interesting and enjoyable. I mean, all the dialogue is given on the move, which I think is generally something that is frowned upon. But this is it's a requirement of the movie, and it's really good. So it's recommended. Did you buy this one? I can't remember if you did on Kaleidoscope.
No, I haven't bought this one yet.
Okay, worth picking up. Worth picking up. Yeah, it's good. It is good.
Look.
Yeah, I thought you might have cha-chinged it when we talked about it in theaters, but I'm not sure.
Nope.
So yeah, no. Nope. Okay.
It's 4K Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, 1999. I haven't bought it yet. So
okay, well worth doing so. Yeah, It's really, really good. It's very cool. Jordan's just saying, oh yeah, well done, just Jordan. So yeah, third of 4 Stephen King films. So the others are The Monkey, Life of Chuck. Well, we talked about both of those on the show, and then The Running Man. That's not dropped on 4K disc yet.
Yeah.
So when it does, then we'll talk that one. But yeah, there we go. So very cool, very cool. Nice. Yes, Michael. Yeah, I did review it, but in theaters, not on disc. Hence why we're coming back to this now.
Yeah, the whole theater experience of it.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
Cool.
So well recommended that one. Yeah, enjoyed it.
All right. All righty then. Let's see now. Where do I
want me to do another one? Do you want to do your thing? Because I can talk about one you're going to know.
Yeah, or I can do. Where did my?
Unless you've got your other ones you want to talk about.
I got this one. Can you see that?
I can just about. Not sure what it is. Go on, let me see.
Oh, you want me to pull it up?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Let's go for it. Go on.
Here we go. Can't remove it. Why does it say remove? All right. Boom. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do tell, Mr.
I
Brett.
will. Now, have you seen this yet?
No. It came and went from theaters too quickly. I really liked the first one. So, yeah, very curious about this. Yeah, lay it on me.
All right. So we're talking about Greenland 2, Migration, 4K, Dolby Atmos, HDR10, no Dolby Vision. So it's, and if you listen to today's
10-bit
Takeover Tuesday, you'll understand why it's 10-bit. You'll have a different appreciation. So first and foremost, I didn't even do the close-up of it, but that's okay. All right. So yeah, Greenland 2, Migration, 4K, HDR, and I did say Dolby Atmos, right? I mean, the movie itself, yeah, it was really good. It was.
Okay. Good as the first?
Yeah, I think it was.
First, great.
I think it was. And there's some spoiler stuff that I want to go back and see the first one. And it's like, because these two movies, obviously they go together. And it's allegory to something else. So it's really, really good. The story wise, I really enjoyed. It's crazy at times. There's a couple like I mean, I think you've seen the trailers and stuff, like the escape and stuff. So basically, it's in the title, Greenland 2 Migration. So the first one, they make their way to Greenland, right? Because the Earth is being
Well,
bombarded.
it's topical at the moment, Deej.
Huh? Yeah,
It's topical at the moment.
So, well, according to these movies, we already have it. So, so I don't know what the big fuss is. We're already there. We already have it. So what are we talking about? So, anyways, so the Earth gets bombarded with, another asteroid strike or comet, whatever it is, right? And now migration is they've got to get out of there. All right, time to move on. And they have to make their way. And like when they leave the base that they got to, you'll see, you'll be like, because I was like, all right, leave your brain at the door, because why they only showed a little bit of what would really happen in that situation. And you're like, why are these characters getting all this? And everybody else around them isn't. Like, so that was a little bit weird, right? So, but
how close does the moon get? That's
no, I know. Oh my God. I can't even watch. Oh, geez. Yeah, I can't. It's just, that was just so bad. That was a tough one. And I love Roland Emmerich, but oh my God, that was brutal. Like, and I did think, I'm like, this isn't that one, is it? No. Okay. No, that's because didn't they come out around the same time?
The first one?
Yeah, Greenland and Moon,
I think it did. Yeah, within a fairly
Scraper or
short
whatever
space
it
of-
was.
Moonfall, not Moonraker.
Scraper, Moonwalker, I don't know, moon bouncing. But so yeah, so the story is like leave your brain at the door for good portions of it with the, if is that feasible or not. But the overall story, what's going on, the family part of it, everything like that, I thought was really good. The ending, really enjoyed the ending, and how it all wraps up and stuff. So the movie, that is. Picture-wise, I thought it was really good. There's a lot of night scenes. There's a lot of detail. There's some beautiful, in the brighter scenes, there's some beautiful like shots of like the sun coming up, especially when they, you get, I won't give anything away, but you see some really nice stuff, but beautiful detail, beautiful black levels, beautiful, like, just the action, and it's hard to describe because you have to see, like, it's not an Earth that but they do a good job with the picture of describing and showing you what it could be like. I don't know if they're filtering it or what, but it's like, it's not an Earth, they show space in a way, like looking up at space in a way that I've never seen before. And I thought it was gorgeous, the details and stuff, because they do a lot of that. It's like looking up at the sky and everything. So I think you'll be very taken with the picture quality and watching throughout the movie of like how just everything plays together. And the characters, I thought, looked weathered, very like, and it was very apropos to like I think they've been there for 5 years when we come into this.
Okay.
So they've been there for 5 years, and you see Marina Baccarin and Gerard Butler and stuff, and they look like they've been there for 5 years. And it's, I mean, it looks, the texture of their skin, the color, everything, the way they look, been underground for 5 years. Looks really good. So,
okay.
The Atmos, I thought, was active, a lot of good stuff around the room, but it wasn't one like I'm not walking away from like that says like, okay, home theater of the year type stuff. I thought it was good bass. Okay. There were good gunshots. There was some, the action was well placed around the room. But I wasn't at the end of it like, oh yeah, that was, I actually, one we're going to talk about later, probably because I wasn't expecting it, but there was a little bit more like panning and stuff whereas a movie like this, that can suffer because you're looking for it. So you kind of take it for granted. But I thought, it's a good home theater experience, a really good home theater experience. I really liked the story, but it wasn't one that I'm like, oh, gotta run out and grab that. I just wasn't like that. Wasn't like that.
No.
But I mean, it's harder now because we've seen so much and stuff. How the hell do you impress us?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And I feel like I'm slighting it, but I'm really not. I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's really good. I think you're really going to like it. I think you might not like the story as much as I did, but I think you're going to like the home theater experience.
Yeah, well, I really like the first one. I've got the 4K disc of the first one. I mean, Michael
Yeah.
Piantodowski is saying in chat he's got only the Blu-ray, but I managed to track down. I think it's Italian or German, or it might even be like Swedish. But it's the 4K disc of Greenland, and I really like the first one. And I'm certainly keen on the second one based on the trailer and your comments on it make me want to see it even more. But I think Jordan, who does have his finger on the pulse with this kind of thing, he's saying that it's not been released here in the UK, probably straight to Amazon Prime like the first film did. But if I've got to watch it that way first time, that's fine. It's work for warfare. So if I've got to do that, then that's what I'll do. And then hopefully at some point there'll be a 4K disc and I'll pick it up. But So
this was a straight to streaming back in the day because of COVID and stuff.
2020. Oh wow, gosh,
2020. Because I remember watching it at home and really enjoying it. And that one didn't have Atmos. I think. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I didn't. You know what? I'm not sure if the 4K disc did. I'll look that. Too.
Yeah, no.
But
Kaleidoscape
so what are we thinking?
Doesn't have Atmos on Kaleidoscape. It's just it's the same as HDR10.
So we've got. Greenland is the first one. The second one is Greenland 2 Migration. So is Greenland 3 Invasion?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Give it time.
Yeah. You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah. Oh, my iPad's being awkward. It won't unlock.
Yeah.
So I don't. I'm not sure if it's. I can't remember if it was Atmos or not.
Yeah.
I do remember disc? Being good.
Yeah. I have no idea.
What do you want? I'm gonna see.
No idea.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst it. Yeah. So,
if you've got them.
What's that?
Smoke them if you've got them.
Yeah, there you go. It's a Kaleidoscape.
German.
Kaleidoscape only has the HDR10. Let's see.
It's DTS HD 5.1. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, very good though. I remember it being really good. Yeah.
It's I mean, I think it would have done better. I'm surprised it got a 2. I think it would have done better if it wasn't for COVID, like we had. I think this is one of the ones that suffered because of that. It was only at home. I don't think it got a theatrical release. It went straight to streaming. But it's like.
So Michael's asking what we've just answered. So Steve, does the 4K disc of Greenland have Atmos? So it's the German disc, Michael. And no, it's a DTS HD 5.1. But I remember it being really good. It upmixes very well to Neural X. So it's worth seeing. From what I remember, and it was a while ago, the bass was really decent on it as well. It's a solid disc and worth having because, otherwise, you've got it on Prime and that's about it. So, I recommend that. And then Jordan, again, as always, our release date guru. So says that Greenland 2 Migration confirmed to be getting a 4K disc in the US soon. Oh, there you go. I'll import that. That's what I will do.
Oh, yeah.
So, nice. Yeah, very cool.
I'm on Blu-ray right now, Blu-ray.com, and it's, 4K, HDR10, same thing, and DTS Master Audio 5.1 for Greenland 1. So, but let's see. For Greenland, let me see if they got a date on here. Greenland 2, it's up for sale, pre-order for 30/22. No release date yet.
Hopefully soon.
But that one's saying DTS Master Audio 5.1 as well. But that could just be they could just be going
placeholder.
Cut and paste from Greenland 1.
Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So let me see. Take that down. There we go.
Can we do, because we've got loads of time, can we do the red one?
Let's see.
If you don't mind, if that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The red. It's all red. Because I want to know what you think. There we go. In the middle there. Next to the chimpanzee.
I want to know about this.
Prepare for awesomeness.
Awesomeness. Here we go. Let's hit it.
Yeah. Okie dokie, 1998 movie fans.
Yeah.
This is the Steven Soderbergh, clearly a warm-up for Ocean's 11,
Yeah.
Out of Sight, which is a Kino Lorber release, as you can see from that picture, and which I have been meaning to pick up on 4K disc forever. And what's happened was I kept seeing it. It kept popping up on Amazon, and I kept thinking, I'll get it. But it was always quite expensive. And then it had just after Christmas, there was a price drop on it, and it dropped down to about £21. So that's £4 cheaper than a normal new release here. So I'm like, right, that's it. And I pulled the trigger on it straight away, and it arrived just bizarrely on its own rather than be normally buying a whole load of them at once. So now, how many times have you seen this, Deej? Or indeed, have you seen this?
Yes. I saw it a few times early on.
Oh, okay.
This came out in like what 98?
98,
Did you
yeah,
say?
yeah.
98. Yeah. And I love George Clooney. So you know, I have it on Kaleidoscape, as a matter of fact.
In 4K?
No, in HD. I have it in HD.
Okay. Well, get ready.
I haven't seen it in a while. I can't remember buying it though, but yes, I love the movie. I loved it then. I saw it. I haven't seen it in a while, but like you said, it's like, preview to the Oceans.
It's definitely a warm up for those. Of that, there can be no sensible doubt that it is. There are sequences, there are shots in this that are straight out of Ocean 11. 11.
It's funny because when I saw, I haven't really seen this since I've probably seen the Oceans a bunch of times. Oceans 1, 2. And then they kind of
11, 12, 13.
Yeah. It's but yeah, it'd be funny to see this again, knowing I probably have a better background with the Oceans movies than I do than this. So seeing this, you'd be like, oh my God, this is copying. No, sorry, reversed.
Copying this. Yeah. This is definitely a warm up for that. As I said, Clooney's wardrobe is straight out of Ocean's 11. It really is. So, okay. So I had only seen this movie once before I bought this disc. And it would have been back in 98. I think it must have been on DVD. And again, I was a younger man then, 23, and I wasn't expecting the movie that I got. And so when I saw it, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be Tarantino. This is going to be Pulp Fiction. It's going to be Jackie Brown. It's going to be, that's what this is going to be. And it's not that. It's an Elmore Leonard crime caper with a lot of talking and not a lot of kind of, real clear through line narrative story. It jumps all over the place. Now, of course, that's deliberate. So I bought this really looking forward to seeing it again, thinking, well, I'm older now and I'm going to enjoy it more, I hope. And boy, did I enjoy it more this time around. I was thoroughly entertained. I really, really enjoyed it. It's definitely a mature movie. It's not a movie for your 23-year-old idiot who's just come out of Lethal Weapon 4 or Blade or The Mask of Zorro. 1998 was a good year. And so this was a very different film. Yeah, there you go. That's it. There you go. And so I absolutely just came to this with fresh eyes and really enjoyed it. It's a great film. It is a more adult Ocean's 11 for sure. Yeah. And I thought it was great. Now, I'm very, very, very pleased to report that this disc and Kino Lorber are generally solid with their releases, I would say. This disc for this movie from this era is a thing of beauty. And I don't say that lightly. It looks phenomenally good. So you've got and it's a very colorful movie. And of course, that's very deliberate. And it just leaps off the screen. The colors are fantastic. The detail levels. If you've ever wanted to stare lovingly into George Clooney's face and eyes, this is the movie for you. Well, I didn't like to say. I didn't like to assume that. But it's 185, so it fills the screen, and there's lots of close-ups on this. Again, Ocean's thing. And it looked fantastic. Because he's got stubble in some of it, and you can trace the outline of the stubble. You can see every little mark on his face and on his arms and on the clothing. And it's beautiful and bright. fantastically detailed. There is grain, but it's perfectly managed, so it just looks like a film rather than something that's a problem, which we'll talk about in a minute. It looked absolutely beautiful, and it's in DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. It's got plenty of surround activity. This is not a demo surround movie by any means, but when they're in the prison yard, you can hear conversations going on, you can hear basketball going, you can hear all that stuff. When he at the beginning, when he walks out of the investment house, whatever it is, you can hear traffic noises all around. It's all beautifully upmixed. For fans of this movie, this is a no-brainer. It is a pick this up yesterday. It's stunning, and I cannot imagine this looking any better than it does. No one sensibly on a properly calibrated display, in my view, can look at this and go, wow, because it looks absolutely fantastic. So I really do recommend it, Deej. And if it's not in 4K on Kaleidoscape and you don't think it's coming, then pick this up. You'll be glad you did. Yeah, it's really, really good. And I can't recommend it enough. And it's cheaper on Amazon to get over here, so it's bound to be cheaper there, and well worth picking up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really good. And no one was more pleased than me to find this movie that I didn't think that much of first time round is suddenly just become an absolute awesome film.
Yeah.
Well worth picking up.
Yeah, I remember. I wish I remembered it more, but I do remember some of the scenes, and like I just love like Clooney's chemistry with people in general, right? Like, can you think of a movie where like it didn't work out with him? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like where it's like you look at it and go, wow, how are they like not best friends in real life? That's how you feel when you see Clooney, and it's like, and him and Jennifer Lopez and stuff, and this and the tension between them, and the one-liners, the sarcasm, oh God. Yeah, it's such a great movie.
And there aren't many actors that could walk into a bank and rob a bank with just their voice. It's just so well done, and it's so effortless. He is Danny Ocean in all but name in this. It's so good. But also watch out, by the way, I've been on IMDb. Watch out for his mugshot, because they show a mugshot of him, because he's a bank robber and ne'er-do-well. There is a mugshot in there where Jennifer Lopez looks at it and goes, that doesn't look like him. And that mugshot is his character, Gordon, Gecko, one of the Gecko brothers, Seth Gecko, isn't it? From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
It's a mugshot from that film. And the joke being that doesn't look like him.
But
funny. Of course, it's from another film. So, yeah, it's worth seeing.
so
it's so good. So
it's
good.
Funny. So we have this question.
There you go. Yeah.
Fairly soon. I already have it. I have it on Kaleidoscape, just haven't had a chance to watch it. The new 4K release. Yep.
Oh, nice.
4K. So I was hoping to have it for this week, but I mean, we only did the show a few days ago, so hoping to have it for next week. I'm going to take that because that's one of those.
I will pick that up straight away. Yeah, it's great.
I'm not sure when that's coming on disc though. When I don't know, it's coming. It's got to be coming soon if we've already got it on Kaleidoscape.
Yeah, that's good. I bought the Blu-ray a couple of years or so ago, and I think that came with the Full Tilt Boogie documentary, which is like a feature-length documentary on the making of it. So a 4K disc would be very, very good. Yeah, I'd pick that up straight away. I saw that from Dusk Till Dawn in theaters with a guy who was a professional rugby player. We were at university together. And we went to see this, and I knew what was coming, and he didn't. And he's a big, burly rugby playing type, like I said, professional. Oh God! Yeah. And he squealed like a little girl when it. Oh wow! When it changed, he just was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
But I knew what was coming, but he didn't.
That was one of my favorite. I saw that in the theater with my buddy, and then I had the laser disc, and it was a great laser disc back in the day.
I bet.
It was great, great audio, great. The picture on it was, oh my God. And I love that movie. That was, The other one that I was going to say about Out of Sight, it comes from it's all the genre of like Get Shorty, like it's a smarter.
It's Elmore Leonard. It's Elmore Leonard books. Yeah.
But I mean, the Get Shorty movies were fantastic. Get Shorty, Be Cool came after that. And I remember Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, was in that. That was one of his first big. Outside of being a wrestler type, he really stepped out on that one. But
Yeah, in a different era, but LA Confidential was an Elmo one
Yes.
as well, wasn't it? I mean, I
Yep.
love that film. That's a classic. We're
Yeah.
talking about classic movies. That's absolutely one of them as
all
well.
of
That
those.
film is
What was
great.
it? What was it? Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
Mhm.
LA
Live and Die in LA or whatever it is.
Live and Die in LA.
Mhm.
What was that? 8 heads in a something like that. There was so many of them back then. Like whatever
Yeah.
it was. Oh,
Very cool.
yeah.
But there we go. But this, like I said, don't sleep on this one.
No.
If you can, go out and get it. It is phenomenally good.
Right.
So good. So yeah, well worth getting and picking up.
Nice. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. What do you want to do next?
I can do another one. I can do another one that's gonna make you bawl like a little girl, Deej.
Oh boy.
You'll know which one it is. Do I? Yeah. Do I even have to tell you?
This one?
Oh yeah. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Tell me you don't roll it.
All right. We'll wrap up with the one that you're like,
Yeah.
Or do you want to wrap up
Yeah.
with this one?
Could do. Yeah, if you want to.
Go out
yeah,
on a high
this will
note?
end- Yeah, quite. Because I do have comments on the next one that's not.
Okay. So we'll do this first. And as,
go on then.
actually, since I have it too. So, yeah.
Heavens be praised.
Yeah, exactly. Thank heavens. All right. Put that up. Here we go.
Okay. Do you want to get the ball rolling on this one then, Deej?
No, you could take it. You saw it
Okay.
first.
All right.
You
Yeah.
saw it
Okay.
first.
So
And you have your reservations, so you go, then I'll go.
I do. All right. Okay. So this is the very, very good Kevin Smith classic. Arguably his best work.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I love Clerks and Chasing Amy and
Yep. I agree.
and Red State, and I really like. I mean, not hell. I even like Tusk. Dogma,
Yeah.
I think, is his best work, I would say. And here it is, and it's finally dropped in the UK on 4K disc yesterday. And it came out December 9th in the US via Lionsgate. And we've then got this version over here released by a company called Vertigo, I think it is, who have now, for whatever reason, now begun distributing certain movies. So I watched it last night, and I had this in Minority Report arrive yesterday, right? So I had a choice. Which two am I going to watch? Which one am I going to watch? And I thought, you know what, Dogma, I want to laugh, and I haven't seen this film in ages. I'm one of the few people that still got the Blu-ray, the US Blu-ray of this. It was never released on physical media in the UK. There were long time issues with Miramax and the Weinstein Company and all this stuff, which is why it's not been released until now. So, watch the movie. I love the movie, and I know it so well. I know just about every line, backwards, forwards, sideways, and it's a great movie, and it's still a great movie, and it's all kinds of fun. I suppose the only thing I would say, it's a bit sad now that we've lost Alan Rickman. Seeing him then obviously he's passed now, and so that was a bit,
George Carlin as well.
Bittersweet, and George Carlin, exactly that. There's a number of people that's moved on, and this was 1999.
Yeah.
So this was the year of the Phantom Menace. And all that kind of stuff, but there we go. So yeah, loved it. Film was great. Now, I have some reservations based on the video. Okay, well, I'll do the audio first, and we'll come back to the video. So the audio is not in Atmos; it is DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, which is a kick in the teeth because the Lionsgate disc is in Atmos. So we didn't get off to a great start, and also the Lionsgate US disc has a ton of extras that are not on the English disc, and I didn't know that. And Jordan and I had a chat about this last night on DM. Had I known that it would not be Atmos, that it would have been gutted of extra features, even though I never watched them. I would have got the American disc. I'd have imported it and had it weeks ago. I was waiting for the British disc because I thought, well, it'll be the same, and it ain't. So no Atmos track, but the audio still was really decent some of the time. Now, because it is atmospheric at times, there is some bass in this. When Alanis Morissette decides to talk, you get some surround, you get some bass, you get all that kind of stuff. The Golgothan, get some bass as it's walking. There is some night when the Metatron, so Alan Rickman, gives his kind of speech. It's right around the room.
Yeah,
all kind of, it's like, wow, okay. And it was genuine. He had some force and some power to it. So the audio, no problem with that at all. My problem, I'm afraid, is with the video. And I don't know, and I'll say this up front, because Jordan and I, again, have been talking about this today. I don't know whether this is the same transfer as the Lionsgate disc. I don't know whether there's apparently been an umbrella version of it. I don't know if it's the same transfer as that. I'm only reviewing the British 4K release from Vertigo. And that is not, it's not a bust. It's not a complete, it's not broken, but it is disappointing. And again, I know the film very well. So the first problem I have with it is its grain. This version was very, very noisy, distractingly noisy. So in the sky, there's all this movement, there's all these things going on. There are shots that just I was struggling to concentrate with how noisy and grainy and the amount of movement in the image. And I'm no stranger to grain. I don't mind grain. I'm not someone that needs it all scrubbed away, but I like it to look organic and filmic, not like it's noise, not like there's something moving in the picture. And in this version, for me, that's how it looked. That's the first problem. The second problem is the brightness. There are scenes in this that just seem to be way too bright, like over bright, so that the blacks were gray. There seemed to be sort of blooming colors. It looked and it just looked weird and it looked wrong. And there were a couple of times where I was just thinking that this can't be right. It looks like the screen's not calibrated right, and I know it is.
Yeah.
So I found it distracting. So it's not a bust, but it was very disappointing. And I when I finished it, I was like, ugh. I haven't had a disappointing video experience on a movie that I really like for a long, long time. But this, I'm sorry to say, really did disappoint me. And I may yet get the American release.
Yeah.
So I can compare it.
See,
go on, Dick. Sorry, I'm just.
No, don't be sorry. It's like I can't say any of that. I didn't. Okay. Now, here's what's interesting. It's like sometimes, like I love this movie as well. Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. It's like probably, like you said, my favorite Kevin Smith movie. I came across this accidentally years and years ago, back in the early 2000s, like on TV. I was like, how did I miss this? And then I was just like, I was just fascinated by it. And then, of course, I've owned pretty much every release of it. And so, yeah, that's the movie part of it. Like you said about the audio is really good. I thought it was really, really good. Yes, no Atmos. Yeah. So on Kaleidoscape, I have it's 4K, HDR10, and DTS Master Audio 5.1. And there is some really nice pans. This is the one I was referencing earlier where I was like, oh my God, did they just... So, the boardroom scene with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and they go in and they're talking and stuff, and they, the voodoo doll scene. And there's stuff off camera of like Ben Affleck goes to the side and you can hear him over there. Yeah. And there's a lot of nice stuff like panning around, even as he walks around the room, and you hear the other, and I was just like super impressed with that. And it's not Atmos. Right. Like, that's why I was like, now, am I impressed with it? Like, I'm talking like, because it's such a quiet scene. It's a dialogue driven scene. And I don't even know if there's any music or background or anything. So you're hearing other things. I'm talking like gravity level atmospherics that you're like, what the heck? In Dogma? Like, what's going on here? So that like really, and again, maybe it's not that great, but it's Dogma. So I wasn't expecting. So I was heightened. I was like, what the? How did it grab me like that?
The buzzing of the triplets, like the fly sounds, go right round as well. They sound great.
Absolutely. The scene when they rip the screen, that looked great. I thought that looked really good. That bridge scene when Chris Rock first comes in, when you were talking about like, grain and stuff. Yeah, I'm picturing that scene and I'm trying to remember. I'm like, I don't think I saw. I thought that was beautifully shot, like the sky, other things. Yeah, it's like
it's not constant. It's just that there are definite sequences where it is a big problem. Yeah, towards the end in particular.
Yeah, so I'll have. I don't want to say I have to go back through and try to nitpick and like because I didn't have any of that. Yeah, I didn't think it was too bright. I thought the colors were great. I thought like, seeing Affleck and Damon, how young they are. It's like you could see their complexion. You could see, every pore on Matt Damon's young face and all his little freckles. I was like, I didn't know he had that many freckles. and you're like, what the? I mean, it was so. It to me, it looked so good. Now I'm not saying like, hey, it's up for home theater movie of the year because the picture is so fantastic. No, I'm just saying for I thought it looked really good in contrast to how you felt. Really, it's like if you had come in and said this is just a nice transfer, it's very vibrant, I would have been like, absolutely, that's where I was going to go with it. I just feel like I'm like maybe over and above what you were saying, and I'll have to check it out again and go back because.
Yeah,
like,
no, it may be that this is a new transfer from Vertigo. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, but it was enough to put me off, and I was really looking forward to this. And it's not, like I said, it's not throughout. The grain isn't a problem throughout, but it is repeatedly a problem. The brightness comes and goes. It's colorful, detailed, absolutely. But there are a couple of extended sequences where the black levels are gray. And it looks blown out. It looks like someone's just dialed up the contrast when they didn't need to. That picture, by the way, is not representative. I'm not talking about that picture. These are moving menus. I grabbed that as quickly as I could.
Right.
So they're not like the flesh tones don't look like that. But it just looked like it was over brightened. It looked too much. And it was just irritating. I mean, look, it might be the movie. It might be just baked in, but I don't remember it looking like that on Blu-ray. And I've seen it many times. So I can't say whether it's just the UK version or whether it's just me. It could be.
Yeah.
But I was disappointed. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
The next time my colleague goes to Canada, and she's back now, and I'll be picking up the disc we talked about last week tomorrow. Next time she goes, I think I'm gonna get her to pick up Dogma because I can get it cheap, Lionsgate wise, and then try that version. Because I need to know, to be honest. I really do. So we'll see.
All right. Yeah. No,
but it's a good film, and if you want it in 4K, this is the only way you're going to get it in the UK anyway.
Yeah.
So people might be more, but I'm also irritated at the lack of Atmos and the lack of extras. Even though
I thought it outmixed really, really well.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I honestly don't know how much more we could have gotten with it, but maybe. I don't know. It's so. All right.
There we go. Yep. All righty. Okay.
All right. Now you want to go to you. Here we go.
Because there's something bananas about this one in particular.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know what audio this is in?
Huh?
Bananas. Do you know what audio this is in?
2.1.
DTSX.
Come on.
I know. I had to check. Yes,
oh my God. When did it come out? Just now?
It's been out. It's only just come out here, but this is the American one. I got this for very cheaply. And this one's been out for a while. Yeah. So
oh my God. All right, here we go.
Bonkers.
Here we go.
So I don't know if you've seen this film, Deej.
Nope. Oh God.
This again, modern classic. So what we have here then, and again, please forgive that picture, moving menus, grabbed it quickly. This is the lesser known Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner, which, as I said, I imported from the US, but it's just come out here a couple of weeks ago on 4K disc. Do not let that picture put you off. That is not what the movie looks like. And so one of your favorite movies, Deej, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's like apple pie, isn't it? Surely it's like
literally
as American as it gets.
Yeah. Did you see when I just saw online they played a baseball game, like a pro baseball game. I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, did you not see? Have you seen the video on Twitter? I retweeted.
Yeah,
it. I absolutely blown away.
Oh my God! Yeah. And Kevin Costner walks in. Yeah,
playing the music out of the cornfield, and
I was just like, how did I not know this happened?
Right? Me neither. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I probably saw your retweet of it. But yeah.
Oh, so that's I don't know. Was it the Yankees and the White Sox or something?
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, it was something like that. Yankees and somebody in a cornfield.
Yeah, and it just so good. And that was a very cool thing that they did in Iowa as well. It was literally in a cornfield in Iowa.
Right.
It genuinely did. They basically brought the movie to life. Love it. Very, very cool.
Insane.
So I love this film, and this is a film I think that transcends baseball. I know nothing about baseball, having been to one game.
It's not a baseball movie. No, I mean, it is, but
but it's about the love of sport.
James Earl Jones.
Yes,
sorry.
indeed. Yeah. Love of him too. And Burt Lancaster, of course. But it's a film about generations and a second chance, and about literally doing what you wish you had done first time round, getting another chance, a second wish, as it were, or indeed making dreams come true. and it does transcend the sport, and it doesn't matter if you know nothing about baseball, and I don't. I mean, I've been to Fenway, but only once, and I didn't know a thing about what was going on. But it's a very, very moving film, a very good film. And the person that I was talking to earlier today about classic movies said, like, every time he watches this, and especially the "Hey Dad, do you want to play catch?" just makes him cry every time.
Oh my God!
Just every single time.
Oh my God!
And it only gets better with age. And when I say age, I mean not just the age of the film, but the age of you watching it. You know, as you reach the different stages in your life, and this film, you gravitate towards the film for different reasons, I think. And instead of being the son, you become the father, and then the father then becomes the son. And I love how that works. So anyway, so very good film. The 4K disc then, bizarrely, 4K, UHD, HDR10. I don't think it's Dolby Vision, but DTS:X audio. Now, who was sitting around Universal thinking, right, we're going to do Field of Dreams, and thought, okay, what audio do you want? Well, there's not a lot of surround in it. Let's go with DTS:X. Like, what? I wish I understood.
Well,
I wish I understood.
I kind of said the same thing when they did that with Psycho.
Yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like,
quite. Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
So, okay. So the video on it is very, very, very good indeed. I love how this looks in 4K. And if you want to see, get a sample early on as to how good this is going to be, you get a kind of a little bit of a Costner voiceover and a little bit of his upbringing. So he tells his life story up until that point at the beginning with a lot of archival footage. You don't really kind of get it. Yeah. But once that ends, after about 2.5 minutes, you then get a shot of the cornfield. And the camera's over the cornfield, and it's a shot that's slowly moving forward over the cornfield. That looks, and I don't think this is too much of a superlative, but that to me was like I could reach into the screen and touch it. The three-dimensionality of that shot as a precursor to what's come is fantastic. And I genuinely felt, my God, if that was in 3D, it couldn't look any better. It's stunning. And you've got the shots of the sun going down, and you've got the corn, and you've got the camera floating over it. It looks fantastic. And again, don't let that picture fool you. That is not how it looks. Yeah. So you've got it's very, very detailed, beautifully colored. Costner's wearing a selection of kind of 80s shirts, essentially, because they're supposed to be old, beaten up T-shirts. But you can see every weave, every stitch, every little detail in it. And that's throughout the movie. It is awesome. So it looks great. And then we get the audio. Now, even though it was in DTS:X, I did not expect anything from this. You don't watch Field of Dreams for the audio, generally.
You could.
At least not until now.
Yeah.
I could. Now you do.
I could see how they can expand the stage, if you will. Yeah. The field.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you build it, he will come.
Yeah. Now
resonates around the room. So you feel like you're in that cornfield, hearing this voice moving as Costner hears it.
Yeah.
And of course, there are a number of times, go the distance, ease his pain, all this stuff. And again, these whispers float in the room. That might be why they went with DTS:X, not because of the bassy stuff we're used to, but because actually it's trying to make something of this. Yeah, it's very effective, very well done. And then, of course, that's before the music really kicks in, and that beautiful lilting music, which again floats deliberately. I watched it Sunday afternoon, and it was a fantastic time in the cinema room. It's the biggest screen I've seen it on because it came out in '89 and I was in Spain then. So I never saw this in the cinema screen. So this was the biggest screen I've seen it on. Lights out, quiet room, sound up. It was a beautiful time in Cinema George. And I really did enjoy it. And I can't recommend it enough. Is it on 4K? It's got to be on Kaleidoscape.
Yeah. It's 4K, no Dolby Vision, just HDR10.
Yeah.
But it's only DTS Master Audio 5.1.
Oh, get the disc.
So, well, I'd be interested because I've done, they have DTSX, like all the Harry Potters are in DTSX.
Yeah, Jurassic Park and that as well.
No, Jurassic Park is in
Atmos.
Remember? And like we did a comparison and stuff.
They reissued them, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah. But like the Bourne series, those are all DTSX on disc. On Kaleidoscape, they're not. And that was one of the first ones that when I first got the Kaleidoscape where I compared it, and it was bass heavy. Like the DTSX was a little heavier in the bass than the DTS Master Audio. But then the DTS Master Audio, like I said, in the Bourne series, I thought the chase scene was more dynamic because if you go too much bass, you kind of get too heavy at the bottom end and the dynamics of it are gone. It'd be interesting to see about this because that's the one thing I noticed about Kaleidoscape too, is they'll do a DTS. The studio is what gives you what you're getting, right? So if they're giving you what is appropriate and what they think is right, then it'd be interesting to compare it. It's like there might be a slight difference, but I want to see that scene now. And but it is in 4K.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's very, very good indeed. I mean, this was dirt cheap. I think I got it for about £15. This was imported from the US.
Yeah.
And it was it was way better than I could reasonably have hoped for. It's very good indeed. Awesome. And there's no other way of watching this. This is the way to see it. So loved it. Loved it. So
cool. I'll check it out. Check it
there we go.
Check it out. All righty then. All right. There we go.
Coming in back on time. Look at that.
On the button. Look at us go. Look at us go. All right. That should do it. Steve's got a long day ahead of him. Had a long day today, so you gotta get him his beauty rest. So
very obviously.
Yeah. Apparently he's missed a lot of it lately. So
can't you tell?
Yeah. Oh boy. So all right. Not sure if there'll be a Takeover Tuesday next week. I will try. Been talking to a few people. But yeah, we will. Steve and I will be back next week for sure. And so thanks to all the patrons. Thanks to everybody supporting us. Steve. I did it. I'm doing it on purpose now, like it's his name. Steve Brock. Did you see that on Twitter? Steve John went to a $1 million theater, visit $1 million theater, and he's wearing a Brightside T-shirt. He put it out on Twitter. It was pretty cool. So, but that is really cool when you do stuff because it's like then showing up at $1 million theater wearing Brightside stuff, and they're like, "What's that?" Obviously, they're into home theater, and it's like they've never heard of us. Hey, that's how people learn. And maybe somebody with $1 million theater wants to become a patron and give a few bucks. Hey, that'd be great. That's how it works.
We don't mind $1 million theaters either.
No, love them. So, but that's how it works. So, tell your friends, tell everybody. And then the ones that don't get an eye roll, they become friends of ours. There we go. So that's how it's been working our whole lives, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. My boss is telling people about it now. And
really?
He's not into this at all. Yeah. He's been telling people for the last few weeks, Steve's got a podcast and it's got a thing and they talk movies and it's home cinema. And so he's telling people now. And, he's obviously tuned in at one point and then he's telling people. So word's spreading.
There you go. All right. Yeah, there's an uptick. Let me check Pod Home, see if we've expanded. I haven't checked in a while. If we've expanded to any other countries. What were we at last? 71 countries?
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think it was 71 countries before. Where do people listen? 71 still. Yeah, it's getting harder to grow because we are taking over the world here.
Slowly but surely.
No. And
you're the one doing the James Bond sort of, spin around in your chair.
Yeah.
The world domination is yours.
No. So we're not in Greenland yet.
Matter of time. Matter of time.
It's only apparently.
Someone call the government. No, don't call the government.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't.
Nope, don't do that. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. And, thanks for promoting. Really appreciate that. So, let me find the right page here so I can, there we go. All right. Until next time, you know what you got to do.
Go push play. What he said.
Hey, Fred.
This has been a Hey Fred production with theme music by Jeff Bernhardt and Throne Vault Productions.